Yeah, what's up? What's up, kings and queens? What's up, kings and queens? We're back again, and we have to talk about the events of today at the Miwa trial. Before we do that, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. Now, let's get right into it. The subject matter. Sibanda was traumatized today. So traumatized that he even forgot procedure. He forgot procedure. Even his brother was not even reminding him. No, we can't hand over this because the witness has to come and testify first. By the look of things, you can tell that they are not happy at all. They are not. They are disappointed. You can tell and you can tell from the vibe in Mr. Nis's voice that yeah, the results are going their way. They are not going the state's way. So now, what can we say now about all of this? They made it. They made that bet. They should lie in it. So what's gonna come now out of this? Are they now going to change tune again? Because that's their whole line. We are used to them changing their tune, doing monkey tricks, coming up with these funny, versions and all these kind of funny things. Now, the judge last week ordered that this guy must go to a dental examiner to be able to tell if he had a gold tooth or not. By now, we can tell that he didn't have. In fact, we already knew that he didn't have. It's just that the state was just looking for a corner in a circle. They know they won't find it, but they just made us look as well. Let's look for this corner in a circle. So we had to. Anyway, from then we started to see them now negate that plea by Mr. Mnisi and Mr. accused number 3, Mr. Ngube, that can you check me, guys? Since you guys are saying that I'm that guy that you think, ex Mr. Meiwa. So, guys, check me out. Just check me. And then they decided, no, we won't check you. We can't check you. Your voice, what you say about what's going on inside your mouth, we can take that. That's what they want to say. We will take that, and then we will use whatever information we have against you. Photos that are zoomed in, photos that were cropped with a clipping tool. Like there's a total lack of originality in those photos if they have gone through all those tools. Now, by the look of things, we can see that now the results are going Mr. Ngube's way. And then, besides that, we already knew. It's just that the state was just, going around in circles, knowing damn well that they are not going to win this. So what should they do now? At this point, what should they do? I'm thinking they should just let go, just take it like me. They tried, whoever gave them money, it should come back to him and say, here's some of your money. We used some of this trying to frame who and who. It worked for a while, but now we were trying to pull wool over the people's eyes, but we ended up kicking up dust. We kicked dust, and the dust entered their eyes, but after a while they were able to wipe their eyes off and see the way. So now we are back to square one. We have nothing to hang on to. They really have nothing to hang on to because everything has not been going their way. If we really become honest about this topic of the Mayweather trial, and then we become objective about the evidence of the state, it's not convincing. It is not convincing. Never. You get the feeling that They're trying to make believe. It's some make believe type of thing. You can't take it at face value and say, yeah, you know what? They said there was a call between accused number 5 and accused number and Kedi Kumalo, right? Then they produced the section 205. Yeah, let's take that story for it, right? But now, only to find out when the defense do their research, they find out no, there was some copying and pasting going on, and then during that copying and pasting, some information changed shape, transformed, became transformers. It was a car. Now all of a sudden it's shooting guns. It's a robot shooting guns. You know, that type of scenario. It doesn't work. It doesn't cut it. It doesn't just fly through my bullshit meter. Like, it doesn't. My bullshit meter is so high that you have to do a lot to convince me that the state has a concrete case. Yeah, we are seeing cases where the state is winning, then where we can applaud them, but not this one. This one, rubbish evidence. Rubbish evidence, made up evidence, kakameni evidence, like they are just building you. Like, they're just trying to make a dummy cow, a cow out of mud, clay. In fact, they're trying to make a clay cow and sell it to you for a price. Nothing concrete. Let's just do a little clip of what was going on in court. Then thank you for the people that are up in here. We love you, kings and queens. Welcome to the kingdom royalty. Let's just watch. Rena's Logistics, what's up? What's up, my brother? Where did they disappear to? Yeah, the sergeant disappeared. I'm sure he's thinking to himself, damn it, what kind of questions are coming there? And then besides that, I think they told him, no, you can't go there out of the blue just like that. Please, we'll just divert the judge, we'll just divert the defense, and then we'll tell them you are not available at the moment, so that we can be able to get into your head, give you some lessons, give you some guidelines, so that how you can approach your cross-examination, because it's going to be tough. I can tell. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be nice, because you were out here, Mr. Cop, who we are supposed to believe that he is some kind of a phone technology, what expect. Then all of a sudden you are commenting on skin tone, beard, O-shaped beards, and all that kind of stuff. So we had to sit back and watch. But now we have to sit back again and watch how you approach those questions, all those questions, a barrage of questions that will be coming from the defense, slaughtering you, understand, for you to explain what you said you were seeing. Yeah, they were my upye. What's up, my king? One love, bro. Thank you for being in the chat, and thank you for checking out my stream. Yeah, man, it's bad for the state. You can tell by the looks in their face. The energy just tells you about if something ain't right with somebody, or if somebody's disappointed, or if you can feel it. Mr. Sibanda comes through and say, Mr. Mnisi will introduce, the tests were done yesterday, and then Mr. Mnisi will introduce, will come to the table. Let's just watch a little bit of that clip, so that we can educate ourselves. Please like the live, guys. I see that there are likes already. Thank you for the likes, and thank you for the comments. I thank you for popping in. Let's watch. And then it was not such a long sitting today, because the cop went AWOL, so we just have to wait for him to come and be roasted.
Study and will end in a copy of the report that will be marked as Exhibit DD4C for the court, and Advocate Nisi will address the court going on.
I don't understand. Why should I see this document without the witness being here? Are you with me?
Okay. Just recalling the document.
Yeah, you can, but I can't recycle this document without evidence being read. My experience tells me that this is not correct.
Yes, please, the court, madam.
Yes, sir.
We are indebted to the court looking at that the court granted yesterday. The process indeed was very prompt. We got a report from Mr. Wu was examined by, I think, a specialist doctor, and who furnished us with the report. The content of the report is as is, my lord. So, we just request for just 30 minutes to go through the report with Mr. Niwe. If Mr. Mabaso is here, we can then proceed.
Is it here, Mr. Mabaso? Warrant Officer Mabaso?
Warrant Officer Mabaso.
Senator Mabaso, my lord, is not here. However, we did request him to be on standby.
Where is he stationed? Sorry, to judge him? Where is he stationed?
Brixton.
Brixton?
Yes.
Yeah, so now is right. So, what should I do? Should I jail?
I jail, my lord.
And then you let me know when you've made contact.
That's correct, please.
Okay.
That is the situation.
Okay. Go to the jail.
I wake up and it's there, the voice telling
This is what happens today, basically what happened today. So it's very evident in Mr. Mnisi's energy that, yeah, we got this. And then it's evident from the energy that they exude, the state, that no, it's not rolling that way. So guys, I think tomorrow or whatever, whenever that police, whenever time that police men decide to come back and face the fire, face the heat, then we will know the true results. But this is my prediction. My prediction is they have passed. Yeah, let me just go with my the people in the chat. What's up, Renas Logistics? Hi. Then Tebohoma Upye, what's up, brother? What's up, King? And then Tembam Charlie, say good evening, my brother. Good evening, King. Spusi Sam Charlie. What's up, brother? I see some lagging. I hope I'm not cutting off. And then Dumela family. You know, state is just grasping at straws, man. At this point, they should just give up. Just give up. Save some money, man. Save the state some money. Just cut off this thing. I mean, it's been a joke for a while. So the best thing is just to let go. Guys, I was not gonna take too much here on this stream. So thank you for those who popped in. And then Aubrey Bakang says, what's up, brother? Thank you, King. Thank you for popping in. And it's a shame that, if you can read all the things that the state needs to do to overcome, this distrust that I have of them. And many of us have of them. I mean, what they can do is somehow overturn the DNA results, bring the remaining people in the house that were supposed to come and testify that were not given a chance, and then take some version from the Mayweather family. Let someone from the family come through and come and put their story on the table. We don't know their side of the story. We just hear it from from the side, from him, like not on court record. So it's just that when some of his statements, were read in court, that's when we could hear some of the content of what he was talking about. But other than that, these people were not given a chance to come and clarify, put their story forward. They could somehow convince us. Yeah, what's up, Dan? What's up, brother? One love. The Wahoma just says, I hope that the results favor us. They're going to favor us, bro. They are really going to favor us because you can see the energy on Ministry's face. Anyway, somehow if they are able to change the gun, 38, to fit that 9mm, but change it where? Change it in those people's story, that version of the people in the house, as they were saying, the people who entered were using 38s and all that. So they could use that and then be able to change those versions of those people in the house. And then if they are saying 9mm, then we take that. And then from there, if they can convince us that these guys, first of all, they were saying things right about the gold tooth. Now they switched to accused number 3. So Ntanzi, also his medical aid has already been put on record. Nothing like that. We're just waiting to hear about Mr. Ngube, which I am positive that there will be nothing like that. And then Chugu Anna, Yankee Nico, what's up, Queens? Thank you for popping in. Thank you for being in the chat. Now, if they can convince us of those things, all those, there's a lot of things. I'm just reading the few that like a lot of us know about. Most of us know about these inconsistencies. If they can change Mohane's versions to be one, when he was talking that telling us that he didn't go through Albertine, blah blah blah, and then later the AVL reveals that he did go there. Right? If they can, all those things, it's a whole lot of things. It's a streamline. So for us to get convinced that these guys are really have done some legwork in terms of investigation, yeah, no, we will be convinced. But no, I'm not convinced. I feel like we are being played here. We're just being played. And I don't know, the judge is very polite. For the past 2-3 days, he's been polite. He has treaded the right path, I'm thinking. But anyway, we'll see if you continue in that path. We will see. We'll definitely see, because we know Rata, like what type of a person. He doesn't play Rata. If he feels like he wants to rule this way, he's going to rule that way. Just check out those confession rulings. Very evident that the lawyer was not legit, which transpired later that the lawyer really was not legit. The magistrate did some illegal things there, recording and doing whatever. Still, the judge overlooked that. The magistrate mentioned something that she was frightened. If the magistrate was frightened at some point, what about the guy who's coming with those guys? In the middle of those guys, the guy who's being surrounded by those guys. Sibongile Kumara says, what's up, family? Hey, thank you, Zibongile. Then Chugu Ana says, Nube never had gold. Yeah, like those photos say it all. Just that when you start to zoom into a photo, it doesn't become original anymore. There's some pixelation and some artifacts will be introduced into that photo, right? And then today I was so red and yeah, don't be red, just be happy. And then Turtle Shell, what's up, King? It was rather strange for the state to oppose the application by accused number 32. Yeah, it's strange because we are under the impression that you want to prove some things, but when the guy that you are accusing gives you the chance to prove that you wants to run away, doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't really uh, do much for your argument. It doesn't say good things about your argument. Now they're going to, like, the state. There's going to be some monkey tricks. Trust me. It's not going to. It's not going to end here. Trust me. There's going to be some funky monkey tricks coming along because I think they are sore losers. These guys, they don't want to lose. They feel like they have to keep winning every kind of argument or little war or little battle that goes on between them and the defense, even based on nothing. Let me just read my people's comments. I think they're getting more and more. Then I might just show some of them so that if they are running away from me, you can catch them for yourself on the screen. Let me just check out what I can do here. Thank you guys for popping in. It's been a while. Now, let me just organize this. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. Let me just read these comments. I'm gonna start in from where. Turtle Shell. Okay, I read Turtle Shell's comment. Sibongile Kumalo says, evening family, evening queen. And then Chuku Ana. Yeah, I read that. And then again Chuku Ana. Okay, I read that. And then Tini Adamo Happy. Thank you, family. Hi, K and Queen. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Queen? Thank you for popping in. And then who's this again? Chugana says we don't have to worry. Now we are not. We are not worried. We're just celebrating the little wins that we can attain. The little battles that we can score in. It's fine. And then Rivak Chihande. Yeah, Rivak Chihande. The problem is for the state to explain how they could see a goal to when the person never had one. Yeah, and to be honest, the judge is not going to call them to order on that. I don't think so. I don't think even in his judgment he's going to rebuke them. I don't know. We'll see if he does, but I don't think he will do. And then Mpo Ndlagamandla says, I really want to see what consequences there will be for Mapasa, Gininda, Zungu, etc. The judge needs to save his dignity and stop the bias. Yeah, he really needs to. He really needs to think about his legacy because it's not saying good things about his legacy. Because, I mean, myself, I never thought I would, at one point in my life, be Hey, wait, guys. Let me charge my phone. Let me just check my phone. Yeah, guys, I'm just charging my phone. I'll be on the screen. Just comment there. I'll read your comments. Yes. I might have to end the stream with just vocals because there's a problem with my phone. It's gonna need to restart. So, anyway, thank you for popping in. But let me just read your comments so that I don't just ditch you in the, in the dead like that. Oh my God, everything is off. So, guys, bye bye. The stream is off. I'm